Escalation at the LoC, Pakistan's ceasefire violations no longer localized. Span multiple sectors. Ever since the Pahalgam terror attack and India's announcement of a series of diplomatic measures including suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty, Pakistan has been violating the ceasefire by initiating unprovoked firing. A slew of ceasefire violations by Pakistan along the line of control over the last 10 days shows that unprovoked firing from P.O.s across the border are no longer restricted to one or two sectors as was the norm in the past, but have simultaneously taken place all along the LoC in multiple sectors. In the past, ceasefire violations typically remained restricted to one or two areas before a period of calm was brought to J&K when India and Pakistan agreed to a renewed ceasefire along the LoC in February 2021. Moreover, these were more frequent in the southern parts of the Pir Panjal range owing to the lay of the land, the geography of the area, among other factors, army officers said. Ever since the Pahalgam terror attack and India's announcement of a series of diplomatic measures including suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty, Pakistan has been violating the ceasefire by initiating unprovoked firing. On Friday night, there was firing between troops of both sides after the Pakistan Army initiated unprovoked small arms firing from posts opposite Kupwara, Uri and Akhnur areas. The last few unprovoked firing incidents by Pakistan have simultaneously taken place all along the LoC in multiple sectors, both in the north and south of the Pir Panjal range. A slight departure from the past norms, a source told the Indian Express. Of these, the LoC along Kupwara in North Kashmir and Akhnur in the Jammu region have seen ceasefire violations almost every day. The Pargawal sector along the international border in Jammu also saw firing in the last week, which is not common. According to sources, the unprovoked firings are predominantly taking place in sectors where Pakistani troops have the advantage of terrain. Sources said while past ceasefire violations were aimed more towards pushing in infiltrators from across the LoC, the latest violations, following the Pahalgam terror attack, show aggressive intent and seem more of an effort to prevent offensive action from Indian troops by keeping its forward line troops engaged. The latest firings, however, have been carried out using small arms and have not escalated to artillery. Though sources said Pakistan would be keeping medium artillery guns ready for any possible escalation with ammunition storage in bunkers. Indian troops are also prepared with selected targets and adequate ammunition in case of an escalation to artillery shelling. Most artillery regiments deployed along the LoC on the Indian side have transitioned to 155 mm caliber guns from their earlier 105 mm caliber guns as part of the Army's ongoing artillery modernization plan. The new artillery guns have a better range and higher impact in striking targets in the mountains.